Hello friends, my name is Agedo Sakpolo Josiah, aka Dr. Proton. I am your biology tutor. During the duration of this course, I am going to expose you to a lot of biological concepts. It is my hope that at the end, you should be exposed to a lot of information as per biology. Alright, let's get straight into it. So what is biology? You must have heard this several times that biology is simply the study of life. In biology, we study the natural world as well as living organisms and how they function. Due to the complexity in living organisms, it is not easy to give a precise definition of the word life. However, through observation, we are able to describe some activities that characterize all living things. What are the characteristics of living things? Well, the characteristics of living things include movement, respiration, nutrition, irritability, growth, excretion, reproduction, and adaptability. These characteristics can be memorized with the mnemonic Mr. Niger A. Now let's discuss these characteristics briefly. What is movement? Movement refers to a change in position or location of an organism from one point to another. It is more easily detected in animals than in plants. The reason is because animals have the ability to move from one place to another, and this type of movement is called locomotion. Plants, on the other hand, do not carry out locomotion, they only move body parts. What is respiration? Respiration can simply be described as a breakdown of food substances to release energy that is used to carry out other metabolic processes. Respiration can be represented as a breakdown of a substance such as glucose to produce energy by the equation you can see below. 6 moles of oxygen is reacting with 1 mole of glucose to give 6 moles of carbon dioxide as well as 6 moles of water, and then energy is given off as adenosine triphosphate or ATP. Nutrition can simply be described as the way or manner in which an organism obtains and utilizes food. I'm pretty sure you have something to eat today because you need food to survive, isn't it? Irritability is the ability of an organism to respond to changes in the immediate surrounding. Such changes are called stimuli and they initiate responses. When we come to plants, plants respond to various stimuli, which may be from gravitation, which may be from shadows, which may be from light, and which may even be from water. These responses are referred to as tropic movements in plants. When plants respond to sunlight, it is called phototropism. The process by which plants respond to the force of gravity is called geotropism. Now, since gravitational force is a force that tends to act downwards, the upper parts of the plant, which include the shoot and the leaves, growing away from the soil, will then carry out negative geotropism. But the part of the plant, namely the roots, which go downwards into the ground, following the downward force of gravity, will then observe positive geotropism. Remember also that we all grow. So what is growth? Growth is the permanent increase in the mass and volume of an organism due to the synthesis of new protoplasm. There is also a need of organisms to excrete. Excretion is a process by which living organisms remove harmful waste of metabolism from the body. The kidney is a major organ of excretion in man, and also excretory products may include sweat, uric acid, or even urine. Well, the next characteristic is probably familiar to each one of us. You know that's right, it's reproduction. It is the process by which living organisms give rise to offspring of their own kind. Reproduction is necessary for the continuation of life. It is one of the most important characteristics of living things. Adaptability or adaptation is the ability of an organism to adapt or adjust to a new environment, situation, or surrounding. A perfect example of this process is that of a chameleon, which has a remarkable ability to adapt or change its color with respect to the color of its surrounding. Life in general is organized into different levels depending on the complexity of each level. Every organism contains a basic structural and functional unit of life. This basic structural and functional unit of life is called a cell. In some multicellular organisms, cells that have similar structure and function come together to form a tissue, in which all the cells perform a particular function. Different tissues can also arrange or come together to form an organ. A combination of organs such as the heart, brain, lungs, and kidney can give rise to organ systems. Organ systems in the body include the nervous system, respiratory system, gastrointestinal system, circulatory system, and others. Plants, on the other hand, have only two systems. These are the shoot system, which includes all the parts of the plant above the ground, and the root system, which includes all the parts of the plant below the ground. As we have said earlier, the various levels of organization can be summarized as follows. The cells give rise to the tissue, combination of tissues give rise to organs, combination of organs give rise to organ systems. This is seen in their order of increasing complexity from cell to tissue to organ system. This make up the organism.